Right, hello everyone. So it's going to be a bit of a weird video, a bit all over the place, I suppose. Um, we'll start with first things first. I've taken up smoking a pipe. Now, the reason I've taken up smoking a pipe is because I found myself in the evenings having a cigarette, and well, I don't particularly enjoy having a cigarette, so I was looking for a way to maybe enjoy it a little more. Now, I do normally consume nicotine through a vape, but I find just a nice little bit of really nice nicotine before bed, like smoke before bed, is actually, I find it quite a nice, enjoyable, relaxing experience. So I thought I'd maybe return to tradition a little and get into something that the older generation used to do but has kind of died off now. I don't really understand why. I realise it's a little dangerous, and I wouldn't encourage anyone to take up smoking if you don't already smoke. But if you were to be a cigarette smoker, you should maybe give it a try. It's quite a nice change. There's some different flavours. There's a lot more sort of to enjoy about it. And it's a good bit of time to sit and contemplate what you're doing with your day, or what you've done with your day, maybe what you're going to do the next day. At the moment, I've stopped smoking weed for a month or two, just for a little tolerance break, really. And so I find it nice to have something in the evening that I can look forward to, relax with, take my time with, have a little bit of a sort of routine, packing the bowl and getting it all lit up and whatever else. So this is something that I will probably be carrying on for the foreseeable future, at least. So, talking about weed, I'm not happy with the medical stuff that's on offer at the moment. I think it's dry, flavourless. It doesn't have the effect that I'm looking for. I've tried 20 different cultivars and none of them have really been good enough. All of them lacking flavour, all of them lacking moisture, all of them really lacking effect. Because some of the effects from cannabis are from the smells and the tastes. So I'm really not happy with the state of medical cannabis in the UK at the moment, and I've been considering whether I should maybe try growing a few of my own. I know it's probably ill-advised to say that on air. It opens me up to all sorts of problems. I could potentially be robbed, arrested, whatever. But, well, arrest isn't really the concern. I can be arrested for things that I say and think. So, if they arrest me, I don't really see it as an indictment of myself or my actions. I mean, rapists and paedophiles these days are getting like 2 or 3 year sentences. If they were to give me a sentence for growing a plant that involved jail time, I feel it'd be incredibly unfair, but I'm past caring at this point, really. I don't really want to comply with the laws. Well, the vast majority I'll comply with, but the stupid laws that I don't really see as having any reason to have them, don't really think we should be doing that. So, should I just grow a couple of little plants and see what happens? I mean, everything's so visible, because obviously I live on a boat. If someone takes a boat past, they'd see. If someone peeked in through the gaps in the curtains, they'd see. the smell wouldn't be very easy to contain, which again would be a danger. So I'm really unsure of what to do, but I don't want to pay any more money to the medical side of it, because it's just terrible. That being said, I'm going to purchase one more lot off the medical side, just so I can show you what it's all about, because it's really not good. I'm going to obviously get some proper weed, something that some of my mates have grown, and I'll be able to show you the difference just over the video without being able to smell it or taste it or smoke it. You'll be able to tell the difference. I think it's an absolute scandal what medical patients are being sold. But yeah, I suppose that leads me on quite nicely to I'm not really up for complying with the government on much at the moment. I don't really want to pay taxes. Well, let's start with, I haven't really been happy with the government for probably about the last 20 years. I think they've just been making stupid mistake after stupid mistake, and it's all culminating now in pretty much disaster. If someone were to if the army were to say launch a coup, I don't think I'd really care. Again, this could maybe get me arrested, but whatever. But yeah, I'm not really wanting to pay any taxes if I can avoid it. That's why I've started growing my own veg and fruit outside, just to get away from buying it off other people, even if it's only a little bit. And also the tobacco, I'm growing tobacco. But kind of part of the reason I picked up a pipe as well. But yeah, I want to pay as little tax as possible. I want to draw as little tax as possible as well, though. So while I don't want to pay into the system, I don't want to withdraw any money from the system. I don't want to use the NHS. I don't want to withdraw benefits. So yeah, I'm done with it all. I'm sick of it. Another thing that I thought I should bring up. I have been very critical of religion in the past. Less so Christianity than other religions, particularly Islam. So, what I've gone and done, I've gone and bought myself a few books. Bought myself the Torah, the Bible, and one of the several translations of the Quran. So, I intend to read them in order. From what I understand, the Torah is more or less in its entirety in the Bible within the first 5 books. And then the Quran I have no idea about, but Islam is the religion that I'm most critical of. I've not voiced too much on here, but I have voiced slight criticality of Islam. And so I thought I'd better really delve into it and search for the truth myself, not rely on anyone else to tell me what it says in the Quran. While it is this is one person's interpretation, so are these. None of these books are written in their original languages. So the Quran I have here is the clear Quran. If anyone knows whether that's a good or bad translation to read, do let me know. I will purchase another one if I have to. I've been told to read multiple, but it seems a bit overkill. I do just want to get like the translated scriptures basically, and then I want to give my critique on each of them. I do feel I've been slightly unfair to the Quran, but maybe I've not been. I'll have to read it to find out. So I don't expect a video on these particularly soon. I'm not the fastest reader, and I do want to read all 3 in their entirety before I pass judgment. But yeah, that's all I've really got to say. I don't know whether I believe in God or not. Well, no, actually I do. I know that I don't believe in God. It's just like it's not there for me. It's just something that I don't have. I can't believe something that I just don't believe. I'm sorry. But I can see the value of religion, so I don't mean to like denigrate anyone for following it. And part of me does wish I was religious. I do feel like there's something missing on that side of my life, like the sort of spiritual side. And in all honesty, I do pray. I pray to something, but I'm not sure I can believe in the Abrahamic God. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a bit of a strange place with the religious spirituality thing at the moment. So that's kind of why I want to delve into it a bit more and actually develop some concrete thoughts and ideas around it that are my own. So yeah, there might be some future videos where I grow some plants that I'm not meant to grow. I haven't decided on that yet, though. As I say, there'll be some future videos on religion and my thoughts about it. Maybe there'll just be some videos of me sitting around smoking a pipe, chatting shit, saying some stuff that might be illegal. You know, that's my main fear of putting any of these videos out there, really. I'm scared of being arrested for my thoughts, and that says to me that I really need to put my thoughts out there and not care, because that's exactly what the law is meant to do. The law is meant to be making you, the laws against speech specifically, they're meant to make you question whether you should say anything, whether you can say anything, whether you can say, I think this is wrong, I don't like this, can we change this? So the only way that those laws work is by complying with them. So I've got to stop complying. I've got to, if I say something illegal, so be it. You know, if I get carted off, that's that. I'd like to say I'd try and defend myself, but I mean, that'd just end up in more jail time, wouldn't it? So what would be the point? Yeah, that should do for this video anyway. So thank you for sitting and listening to me ramble. I know it's a little bit all over the place, a little bit of a fucking shotgun. It's hard to get your thoughts down coherently in one sort of continuous linear fashion that's easy to follow along. So I hope this hasn't been too difficult to follow. But yeah, thank you anyway, and I'll see you in the next one, whatever it might be. Take care.